Hello. Right, we're back at the boat. We've got a whole bunch of bits and pieces for the bulkhead underneath the tug deck. You'll have to excuse us. We've both got
it's
horrible coldy fluid.
Just horrible. Chest infections, colds, flu, you name it, we've got it.
So we're just struggling through, but we'll just keep going and do what we can.
Yeah, so at home we've had a little sort of factory going on, yes, where we've been sort of rough cutting stuff and then varnishing the top sides. Yeah. So I took some pictures, I'll put them on.
These were the bulkheads that you saw us make last time.
Sunshine.
So these have been nicely varnished, just to protect the wood. There's also been some other changes that we made. There's a radiator that's going underneath this area here of the tug deck. Originally I was just going to put the radiator onto this bulkhead, but then we realised that actually the radiator then is going to stick out, the pipework will stick out, and it's all a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah, we just want it neat and out of the way.
So what I've decided to do is this is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm building a box basically, and the radiator will sit recessed into the wall within the box.
Under there?
Just under here. Because we've got plenty of space back to the tank.
Yeah, we have. So there's nothing on that side, is there?
We'll use what we've got. Yeah, so I'm just putting that together now, and then we can try it all in place, make sure it all fits, and then there's a bit more varnishing to do. Yeah,
back home, a bit of sanding, a bit of varnishing.
Unfortunately, we have to do all of the varnishing at home because it's too cold on the boat. The varnish wouldn't go off.
Yeah, we just can't leave it long enough.
So we're doing all that at home. It's a bit of a pain carrying stuff back into, but that's what it is.
Yeah, it's just while it's so cold.
Yeah, as soon as it warms up a little bit, it won't be so much of a problem.
Also, it means that we can put the layers on, so we can give many coats over the evenings.
A bit like Joseph.
That's the one.
Oh no, that's a technical.
That's a, yeah, never mind.
Okay, right. So,
right, we'll...
This is a very, very simple box.
Oh, okay.
So basically this now screws into here. All of this will end up being painted.
Sorry, you're talking.
So the finish won't really make any difference. We've varnished the wood just to protect it from moisture.
Yeah, we've got to obviously take it home and varnish some of the other bits.
That's all done.
Are you building a frame for the bulkhead to sit on, or does it just screw?
No, it just screws into top and bottom, and it also screws into this platform as well.
Okay.
So that actually gives it quite a lot of rigidity.
Stability.
And stability.
We've also been buying.
Oh yeah, just a few. We needed to make sure that there's enough room and how we can fit the pump, the accumulator that goes underneath there, and obviously we needed to buy a radiator for this, just to make sure that it actually fits. So yes, we've been accosted by Midland chandlers.
Yeah, the good thing is if you spend over a certain amount of money, you do get free delivery. So, and it was prompt as per the information. Yeah, we had no problems, did we?
No, it's very good service, to be fair. It's not necessarily the cheapest place, but it's not really expensive either, to be fair. It's fairly reasonable. So that's that. And then there's the bottom.
Right, so I will put this on the tripod and then we'll just film what we're doing and Wayne can talk about little things as we're going on. Okay.
So,
Sorry.
obviously this piece now is more or less fitted. There's a few gaps here and there, but as I say, it's been painted, so it'll have some sealant on it anyway.
Yeah, we need to take it home and just varnish all the bits that weren't varnished.
Just get all the bare wood
edges
covered.
Yeah, we just wanted to do a dry fit first, and then we'll go home and finish it off.
So you can get the idea that the radiator sits within this space here, so it's not sticking out from the wall.
Yeah.
So if you happen to shove something in here, it's just going to hit the wall and not hit the radiator or the radiator pipes or anything else. Radiator pipes will just go straight down through here and then into this space here. So that's all good. Right.
What's in your box?
It's a pretty standard jab stove. I think it's 25 psi, 11 gallons per hour. Pump. All fairly standard stuff. And we've deliberately gone for standard stuff simply because if this ever breaks, and they do, then it's very, very easy to get a replacement for that. You can pick them up almost anywhere. What you don't want to do is fit a pump that's not quite so standard and then have trouble trying to get either spare parts for it or replacements.
Okay, so we're going to just see where that will go, and then we've got the accumulator as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it will go down here. Ooh, that's tight.
Will it fit? Do you have to take a bit of the floor
tight,
out?
But it will be higher anyway because it'll be on a isolation platform. So I think we'll be alright there.
Sure?
Yeah. The only other option would be to put it that way up. No, I don't know.
Where does the accumulator go?
So, I'm sorry, I was going to put that further on there. The accumulator, I was going to fasten up underneath here.
Okay.
So it sits in this space here, just above where the tank stop is.
Okay. Right, well we need to figure out where we're going to put those two.
Yep.
Right, I'll put this down and keep recording.
So I've got...
Go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say, so I've got... the way I'm mounting this is I've got two pieces of 18mm ply, and then sandwiched between those two will be a hard foam, well, medium foam, let's say. And basically what happens is the bottom piece of ply gets screwed down onto here, so that's fixed solid, and the top piece of ply, which is above the foam, you screw the pump to. And the idea is it just gives a little bit of isolation. If you were to screw the pump straight onto here, you get a lot of noise that would come through because it resonates through this board and then the steel work and everything.
Oh yeah, I've heard about noisy pumps.
Yeah, so this is just a way of keeping it a little bit quieter. I will be putting some sound insulation as well, just in this area, just to... That's going to jab me in the eye, I know it is. Yeah, some sound insulation in the area, just to quieten it down a little bit more as well. Because this is our kind of living area, so we don't want a really noisy pump getting in our way. So right, we'll figure out how we're going to mount this, where the accumulator goes, and then the runs of pipework, and we'll find out where we're going from there.
Yeah, so the idea this weekend is all dry fitting, prep.
It is.
And then hopefully next weekend
next
you can actually fit it all.
Yeah.
And then that's under there, done and dusted. We're going to get some lagging for the pipes. Wayne's going to sort out some lights, so we can get lights under there. So literally, it's all done and dusted. Ceiling board
and the bulkhead board
and the bulkhead boards. Yeah.
And that will then basically finish off this little section. Say finish off. It's not completely finished, but in terms of functionality and the bits and pieces that need to go into it, it'll be all there.
Yeah, it just makes sense just to get out this all out the way before we carry on.
It's a little space to work in that it makes sense to get it all done now, and then we've not got to come back and revisit it later.
Yeah, when we're doing all the nice stuff. Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll crack on. Right. Okay, so what we need to do now is get all this back home again. We know it's all going to fit.
Looks good.
Sorry.
It looks good.
Yeah. We know all this fits, which was the important thing, because there's no point getting all this finished off and fettled and everything else and then finding out it doesn't fit.
Yeah, so we've got 2 vents.
Yeah, we've got
one
2 vents
inside,
and
the
they
recess,
correspond with vents that are on the hull side.
and the hatch. Yeah.
In the compartment behind here. Radiator sitting in that recess, as we've already discussed. The radiator pipe will run down the bottom, sort of just down the bottom of here. So that's out of the way. Pump will go vertically in this area here, and the accumulator will hang from the bottom here in this area here. Got access to the shut-off to the tank. There'll be shut-offs after the pump and also to the accumulator as well, just so we can isolate the system fully in case we need to change the pump or change the accumulator or we've got a leak somewhere. So we can isolate it all very effectively.
So we'll go home now to revarnish, unvarnish.
Yeah, varnish.
And then tomorrow...
What we are going to do just before we go is just measure up for this ceiling panel.
Yeah, we've done a rough cut, but we're going to...
So we can get the ceiling panel in, get that cut, get it varnished, and get that in.
Yeah. And then the 2 bulkheads.
And then we're
going to do
the bulkheads, which
templates.
will be templates for them.
Yeah.
So it's starting to come together. So the hatch door that goes on here, that you will have seen, couple of options for it. One is I can put it in place and just put a couple of catches either side to hold it in place. Another option is to put it on magnets, just so it stays in there.
Yeah.
Basically what I want is for this to be fully accessible without having to go and get a screwdriver and undo things and everything else. So I'll figure out what's the best way to hold that on.
Right, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
dismantle it all again now.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and say do the templates, more varnishing, which we won't film because you've seen varnishing a lot. And then next week, the idea next week is it all gets fitted.
Yes.
So
the whole thing gets fitted, including the pump, the accumulator,
all the pipe work.
The radiator will be fitted, but then the radiator itself will be removed because we don't want to get that damaged while we're working. But the pipe work and everything else will be done to that. Fit the vents on, so they're all done. Can we get this ceiling panel fitted as well? That'll be another one done. Sort out the wiring and the lighting that we're going to put under here. I'm not sure what type of lighting to put under here
yet.
Yeah.
We've got a week to decide. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't want anything that kind of either sticks down from the ceiling or sits in the ceiling or anything else. Simply because when we climb under here to get to various things, I don't want to be banging my head. So if anyone can come up with some good solutions for lighting under this area.
Yeah, but don't worry, we will have already decided because this video won't be out by the time we've got the lighting.
No, I'm always interested to hear what people say. Yeah, so, and that lighting doesn't have to go in now, it's just the cabling, but I can decide where that goes anyway. Yeah.
Right, okay, we'll be back tomorrow.
Sorry.
Thank you for watching.
See you later.
Bye bye. Morning.
Morning.
Hello, we're back at the boat. I'm still full of holes. So today we are going to measure the board properly, but the ceiling under the tug.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do these panels here.
Yeah, I need to make some templates for these panels here.
We've started varnishing them at home, but we're just going to take them home and varnish. And then hopefully after a week of varnishing at home, they'll be ready and they can be installed next weekend. We have realised though that not only in the winter you can't paint the outside of your boat, you can't really paint the inside. So we're sort of jiggling, we're going to be jiggling jobs around so that we can get everything prepped so that as soon as the warm weather can come, we can then start painting the inside of the boat because we want to get a proper layer on. And then, yeah, I know. Right, we won't film it all, we'll just leave the camera on time lapse. Because you've seen it all before, you've seen templates, you've seen us cutting wood.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll just crack on. Later.
See you in a bit.
That's it for this week. We've done templates on both boards, cut them, and
they're ready for varnish.
Yeah, I think they look smart. So yeah, we're going to take them home.
So this really, as well, is the first time that you can see the sort of undertug storage area that we've got. So this is effectively still inside the boat, but it's a really good storage area because, as we keep saying, we're quite a small boat, so we have to make every inch count.
Yeah,
and this was a really good way of getting our storage solution under here. So the washing machine will hide in there.
Yeah.
Maybe a freezer too, and another little bit of storage as well.
Yeah.
And it'll have its own little radiator under there, so it won't be too cold.
No. So yeah, we're really pleased. So hopefully next week, we'll take them home. We're going to be varnishing them at home, and then Wayne, I'll be back next week. We'll be back next week to hopefully fit most of it, or start to fit out
most of it. The final fit tomorrow.
So
tomorrow?
next time.
Next week.
Yeah, so thank you for watching.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.